And now, Freelance Heroism presents Return to Ravenloft.
Hey everybody, welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates at the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
hmm
Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Crispy, Nate, Breakmeister, and Rebecca. Thank you so much, everyone.
You help us make a better show for everyone,
Mhm.
and we couldn't do it without you. So
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you.
Rachel,
Dees.
Nymphs, No Man's
What?
Sky,
No Man's Sky.
NMS.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, so this game's been out for a long time, and there've been a lot of updates. And if you haven't ever played it, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's been on sale for like $6 multiple times.
Yeah.
If you can't, if you're a gamer and you don't think No Man's Sky is worth $6, quit. Just quit gaming. Go
Quit
do
being a
something else.
gamer.
No Man's Sky is is an experience for me that I have a hard time explaining. Right? I don't know
Mhm.
why I like it so much, but I do. I absolutely love it. It's
Yeah.
maybe my favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
Right? It's like if it's not my all-time favorite game, then it's in the running at the very, very top. Right?
Mhm.
I every time I take a break from this game and go on to play other things for a long period of time, when I first come back, I spend the first hour back in the game going like, why do I like this game so much? I mean, you're kind of you got this weird run and like you don't have a jump button that is effective. It doesn't feel like a real jump. It feels kind of like a half hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks pretty clunky.
It is. It feels that way at first, right?
hmm
And then I'm like, oh yeah, there was this trick where like I weapon slam and then at the end of the weapon slam jump and hold my jetpack at the same time.
hmm
So that way I kind of shoot through the air in a direction. And I'm like, I seem to remember being pretty good at that. Let me try that. And then I do it and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm real good at this. I forgot about that. That's sort of how I have everything customized for my jump pack to be pretty effective.
Yeah.
So like, oh, okay, so this is how I get around. This is not so bad. And then I'm like, so what did I do in this game? I was just like getting resources for like I'm like I don't even understand why and I'm like, oh yeah, I was customizing this ship. I was like rebuilding like an old classic car kind of, right? Like that's
Right.
so this new ship I got, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I was looking at some of these other ships when I went to this central hub area, and I was like, oh man, I forgot they had released these Sentinel ships. I need to get one of those. And I'm like, I wonder what the cool looking ones are, right? So I went and I like looked around at people's ships, and I'm like, oh, those are okay.
hmm
Let me go online and look up the coordinates, people. And then I was like online, like kind of like Carvana, like going through fucking looking through different vehicles.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, that's the one right there. So then I'm like, okay, well, how do I do this? So I have to, because it's a new system for getting these. I used to like scrap old ships. So now I got to scrap new ships. I got to learn the new system for doing this.
Right.
I I then like found the planet, found the coordinates, went to my SG1 Cheyenne Mountain hub, which
Uh-huh.
is where it's like a save point right next to a teleporter,
hmm
like a Stargate. Go through, put my coordinates in, warp to the other location. It's like Atlas error, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? So I do some quick research on the internet. I'm like, oh, it's this system is like it's like a restricted system. And I'm like, oh, I'd never seen one of those before. So now I'm like looking that up, and it's been 4 hours. I was having a fucking blast. I was like,
Yeah.
what? I love this game.
hmm
I do. Yesterday, I haven't played this game in 8 months.
Yeah.
Easily 8 months, right?
hmm
Yesterday, I saw a photo on Facebook of a person who had a cool black and red uh Sentinel what are they called? Sorry, it's new to me still.
Okay.
Um Interceptor. And
Uh-huh.
I was like, I need to get one of those. I wonder if they have one in black and gold because, Roguist, right?
Right.
So I'm like, let me see if I can find one in black and gold online. So I do. And I do find one in black and gold. And I find one that's really fucking cool. And I found the S class version of it and a pinned location and coordinates. And so that's my mission. Rachel, how long did I play that yesterday? Couldn't
uh,
find the ship.
when I joined you,
Yeah.
we hung out while you played for a
Mhm.
couple hours at least.
We were both getting a little frustrated.
And
Sorry.
I don't know how long you were playing before I joined
Like
you.
an hour and a half.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you were having some ship location troubles,
It
but
wasn't there.
yeah.
It wasn't there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so later on that night, I figure out what the issue is. I go back and get my ship, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm like, oh, there's these new things called these superpowered slots, right? So like in your ship inventory, there are these technology slots where you can put your weaponry and stuff like that, right? And it's
Mhm.
sort of like a mini game of organization where you want to organize things next to each other because they get a buff for being next to each other.
Yeah.
But then there's also these new slots where like certain slots in that inventory section are like supercharged. They're
Mhm.
like they have like this really incredible power level. So anything you put in there becomes really strong. And now it's like an actual mini game where I'm like, okay, I can get this shotgun, this positron weapon to be insane,
Mhm.
but I have to build to the left, which means I have to put the engines on the other side so I can get my shields on the bottom row. It is very, very fun.
Yeah.
My ship shoots so hard right now that the previous game, everyone else back in the day used to play this game where they'd explore and like find planets and
Mhm.
build houses and like name animals and shit like that. And
Right.
that was fine, but I always used to just go find a planet that had high sentinels and then just shoot the shit out of sentinels because I like the space combat, right?
Mhm.
I kind of like feeling like combat Han Solo, right? Like I'm stealing shit that I'm not supposed to have. I found out that the sentinels really don't like it when you have gravitino balls,
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
the orbs.
Yeah.
So I got a S-class freighter. And in the back of the S-class freighter, I have hundreds of fucking flower beds that grow gravitino balls. So whenever I come into a universe or whatever, a
Mhm.
new galaxy, I'll just snag up a whole bunch of them, toss them in my bag, and then go down there because it's like, they hate that shit. They hate it. It's like dousing yourself in fucking blood before you jump in with some sharks. And like they I I didn't even realize like that in the game the Sentinels are essentially like the police. So if you don't do bad things, they generally don't care.
Yeah.
It never occurred to me that that's what was happening. It never even occurred to me not one time. I was
Yeah.
just on these planets and the Sentinels would just run at me every time I had come down there. This is before the Gravitino Ball thing, right?
Yeah.
I just assumed that they were just the bad guys.
They
Then I
knew.
found out later that they're actually just trying to enforce rules, and I just don't do that.
Right.
So we're natural enemies.
Yeah.
But like on stream, I would just blow up their freighters all the time and get nothing out of it. There's no like reward for
Mhm.
blowing up the Sentinel freighters.
Yeah.
Well, in some expansion in the recent history where I've
Mhm.
been away, they've added bandits. So like now you can be wanted like in a system where like
Oh.
bandits will come after you. They'll attack your base. If you build a base, they can have bandit raids on your base. Certain like space stations have been taken over by like a bandit faction or whatever.
Mhm.
They're like it's called an outlaw base. And it's very cool. It looks very like minimalistic and like kind of cutthroaty in there.
Yeah.
And then the Sentinel like combat system, like you fighting the Sentinels, actually does give you shit now. There's like all kinds of cool stuff you can get for blowing up Sentinels. And I'm like, this is what I wanted.
Mhm.
I'm just a space lizard out here, you know, trying to do big damn,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
trying to trying to do big damn with the cannons, you know? Just trying to put a hurt on some robot bitches. I got back in, I played all last night until like early this morning.
Mhm.
And then the first thing I did when we got on the Zoom was I want to show you my new cool ships that I got.
Yeah.
Oh man, I totally get why people have lost a lot of time in here. Every time I take a break and then come back, they've added so much new shit. I'm just really excited about it. I'm probably gonna play this for a few more days,
Mhm.
and then I'll drift away and do something else. But if you haven't played this game at all, just get it. I mean, you wait for it to go on sale and get it. Just everyone should own this game. It should come standard with your computer, like like Windows or you know.
Yeah.
And Light My Fire or Light No Fire. Light No Fire is
Mhm.
coming out soon, and that's going to be just as good, I bet.
Yeah.
I love this company.
Yeah.
Hello Games, thank you so much. You guys are what every game company should be. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I just talked the whole time. I didn't mean to do that.
That's all right.
You played it too, right?
Yeah, I played a little bit. I played on PlayStation because my computer couldn't run it. I liked it, but I have a hard time using controllers, and there are so many different things in the game that I had a hard time like remembering what I could and couldn't do and what the commands for things were that it was keeping me from enjoying the game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's all right.
I on the other hand have no problem with controllers and absolutely love it.
Mhm.
So if you're a fan of exploring things in space and shooting things, and you know what, even if you're not a fan of those things, just get the game anyway. It's like it's on sale regularly for like $6. There are free expansions, like big expansions.
Yeah.
There's so much customization and shit that you can do now, and you can build bases if that's what you're into. You could, just explore and name animals. You could find a planet. By the way, what is it? 16 quintillion star systems?
A lot.
I'm trying to remember. Let me look this up because I just want to make sure I get it right for everyone. Okay. The universe of No Man's Sky comprises 256 unique galaxies. In turn, these are comprised of 4.2 billion regions, the limit of a 32-bit integer. No Man's Sky is 3.75 times bigger than our measured universe, but 4,444 times smaller than our actual universe, whatever that means. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look for not 15 gigabytes. That's not what I'm asking. It doesn't matter. It's massive. It's like 16 quintillion, I think, is what it was advertised at. It's like procedurally generated. Sometimes you'll go to places and it'll be like spider elephants, and other times you'll go to places it'll be like bat sharks. It's very cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They added dragons recently and floating islands on some planets. At one point, Dune had come out, and I guess the guy who's in charge of making the game was like, you know what I really want? I really want sandworms on some planets. And then they just added them. So sometimes you'll just be on a planet, and then a massive fucking sandworm will like come out of the ground and then dive back in right in front of you, and you're just like, holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. They had a pet system. Now you can go fishing. They have underwater biomes now. They just added, I think. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. Mining, fucking construction, crafting, ship building, ship scrapping, combat, fucking base building. You know?
Yeah.
If they could just put an illegal drug trade in this game, I would be psyched. You know? I don't know. It's a really good game. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're having fun with it.
Thank you. Sorry. I've loved this game since it came out, and I love it more now.
Yeah.
Every time I leave it alone for a bit, I come back and they've done some crazy shit, and I'm like, what? Really excited.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
I think we should get to this week's episode.
okie doke.
Okay.
What's the title?
So this is Return to Ravenloft, Season 3, Episode 30. A horse is a horse unless it's a corpse.
So that's the ruling on Uncanny Dodge then. They wouldn't
yeah,
they
here's
wouldn't
the
give
big-
you redundant ability.
Okay, so it's not under actions because it's not an action
Yeah, it's a
to
passive.
do it.
It's passive.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
But it's not under all. I guess it should.
no, but that solves the ruling on Uncanny Dodge though. They wouldn't give you evasion and there's a redundant ability
Yeah.
a couple levels later. So
Yep. Okay, cool.
but
Then
no,
evasion,
so
I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
take 0.
completely you completely
Sorry.
take 0. No,
Sorry
it's all
to take
good.
that to the law room, to the court.
It's all good.
Can we play it? Can we get one of those gung gung noises at the end?
Put 2 minutes back on the clock.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
if
was
I'm
just
Tom Brady, can I request the amount of time I went back on the clock?
yeah. I just
Oh,
wanted
of
to be
course.
like dun 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 dun. We need
Yeah,
the
the
people's
People's Court
court.
music?
Yeah, we need the people's court music to put in behind
Oh.
this.
You know what's funny? Every time I try to do the music from Night Court, I
Uh-huh.
always in my head start doing the music from People's Court. Swear to God, it's the same thing that happened.
All right. So
When I was a kid, I used to get earthquakes and volcanoes mixed up back and forth. Like I just couldn't remember which was which, and I have to sit down and actively think about which one it was in order to get them right. But now that just happens with People's Court and Night Court. Now I've got volcano and earthquake locked in, but now I just can't get the People's Court and Night Court separated. Which is, I mean, as far as things go, I think one's better than the other. I think I've gained a lot of ground here, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, tigers and lions were the same thing. And for whatever reason, the word Zerba, I used to say that a lot when I was little. Like a
When I
little baby. My parents were like, "Why do you keep saying that?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Good sounding word, I guess.
When I was a kid and we'd go to my dad's house, he lived like out on a ranch in the middle of nowhere, Texas. So we'd hear like coyotes at night. And I would always mix up coyotes and wolves. So I'd be like, Dad, I hear wolves. And for whatever reason, it annoyed him so much that I would call the coyotes wolves. And he would be like, those are coyotes, Rachel. We don't have wolves here.
When I was a kid, I used to call skunks because I used to go out in this campsite we used to go. They go over by this kind of area off the distance, and
Mhm.
you can see their little eyes. And my parents and everyone would be like, "No outside while they're out here." And I used to call them callops.
What?
I don't know. I was real little. I just call them callops, and my parents were like, "What the fuck is the callop?" And they're like, "I'm like those are callops," and they're like, "Those are skunks," and I'm like, "Yeah, callops." I still don't get it. I don't know. I think
what a cow
speaking of-
kisses you with.
I think I didn't speak a different language when I was a kid, and my parents kidnapped me from some place where they spoke a different language. Callops, bro. All right, so no damage. And when he does, I'm gonna point back at him because he pointed to fire it, right?
mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna kind of point my finger at him and be like, "Oh, oh," like kind of like pretending to be him. Like, "Ah!" And my finger goes way off. Kind of gesturing like he's an idiot. He couldn't hit a barn with a shotgun. Bitch can't hit water.
His
if it fell
eyes
out of a
flare from under his helmet.
boat.
All right.
He could hit me with his visual eye. Hey, look, double Sauron.
The hag aims a point and casts hypnotic pattern, catching Adri and Kavir in a 30-foot cube. I need wisdom saving throws of I know Adri's gonna pass, but and she has
Fuck,
I think
fuck you.
wisdom saving throws of a DC 15.
And who needs to make that?
Me and Rachel.
Them. The problem is you're on the other side, and if I hit you with this, I'd accidentally hit my others,
Oh,
and I'm not
16.
doing that game.
Suck it. Fucking
23.
nerd.
All right. Neither
just
of you
throwing everything
are
at me.
in stupors. All right. She's like, "Oh, bother."
Was she within 5 feet of me when she did that?
Yes.
Okay. So, let
Attack.
me double check the text on Sentinel.
Yep. I guys figured this was coming.
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, I guess it's not a target. She's doing an area of effect, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I thought she had some mage bane thing for swiping mages or something.
That's what I was thinking. Mage Masher.
Yeah, something like that.
No.
All right, and it is Adri up.
Uh-oh. Here comes the nader. Dude, if I were a cleric, like I've been playing cleric of Baldur's Gate, there's zero fucking chance that I don't fucking
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
fuck, I cannot remember the name. I call it Duck Nato every time.
Yeah. Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians.
So
Yeah, Brandon was my cure for that because he had what was it? Fucking
You could negative
counterspell.
energy it. I mean, you always radiant because we're in fucking Darkon, but
Mhm.
I think it's cool sometimes to put on that negative energy and
Mhm.
just run around murking.
well, it's supposed to be based on your alignment.
Right.
So you don't really get to choose what kind it is.
Oh, so
David. I would like to cast
Spirit Guardians.
Spirit
Spiritual weapon.
I'm gonna
Max
cast
level.
ask for not who the duck nados for thee.
I'm gonna cast it at 6th level. This is a serious Ducknado.
Holy shit, that's the whole fucking flock.
It's a cluster flock.
Thank God my whites aren't in that. Shit.
This is
They
a
will be.
visual. This is a visual joke, so I apologize for the podcast listeners. But I worked with the person who occasionally I'd flip them off, and they would do this to me instead. And I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" She's like, "Well, you're giving me the bird, and I'm giving you the whole flock." Yeah.
What is it? The flock of Wawas?
I guess.
That's how I say good morning at work.
Man,
Right.
those hot dogs for breakfast were great.
So this is a 15 feet around me.
Mm-hmm.
I am not including Rain and Kavir.
You're not including?
Oh,
They are like
excluded
not
from damage.
they're excluded.
Oh,
from the
okay. I was about to
damage.
say, wait, you're not including them
I'm
in
not
the
including them
zone?
as taking the damage for this.
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
Rachel, you want to name some more people?
I have to see them at the time of casting.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
That's gonna be awkward.
So and then I'm gonna move into just kind of casually make my way over to where all these bad guys are hanging out.
Because I'm killing your
Uh,
minions.
who's the closest to me?
The one standing
The
right in front of
saving
you.
throws will be on the sheriff and the dusk hag at the moment.
Okay. Can I also get the Death Knight?
You
Yeah,
should
'cause
be
he had
able to at 15. Yeah.
You had to
He
run
was
up on
within 10
first.
feet. Yep.
Okay.
So what was the save?
It is a Wisdom saving throw DC 18.
Oh, let's start on the hag.
Yeah, go with the one that has the mental scores. That's good. Because we know how fucking the sheriff's
And she has advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects. Thank God. Did that make it? Did that make it? Oh, that is a 19. She takes half damage. All right. What really irks me though is her sleep spell's only like 98, and there's no fucking way I can roll over your guys' HP right now with 98.
Yeah, fuck you. A little bit.
That's why I did that. That's why I did that in the first campaign or the
I
Rebels.
would
All right.
love D-Walk to help you convert fucking Rise of the Rune Lords.
Dude,
Oh.
I'm down. Why,
I-
when we switch to Star Trek, I will begin working on that.
Oh, so excited.
So,
We should do it good because so many people are like, "Dude, Cupid sucks." I'm like, you play it better. It's great.
that's the problem is most people just, yeah, it
Yeah.
all comes in how you tell the story.
I agree.
So, all right, we're going to go to the Death Knight next. Dex Knight. Oh, nice. He has a +9 Wisdom saving throw.
Does he?
And a magic
How?
and he has Death Knights. So
Oh,
I'm
the
looking.
Death Knight, not the Sheriff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, and he has advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Guess I'll just keep shooting him.
All right. Nope. Yeah, he takes half. And now the sheriff himself, which
The Sheriff of Rottingham.
yeah, well,
Title.
the problem is the cute part that I've been saving for you guys, I can't use yet. I should have used it on fucking Nate, but I couldn't. I just didn't even think about it. All right, sheriff. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, yeah, no, this is gonna suck ass. Oh, I rolled a 16 plus 3. All right, cool. Half damage on all 3.
Okay, so
Hey, it's only one round. She hits them every fucking round.
they
Yeah.
will all take 9 damage. That's already halved.
Oh,
I rolled
wow,
like
that-
3
that's-
ones.
It's radiant though, so if
Oh.
anyone's undead or a vampire or anything like that, they take.
It is radiant. Also, while they are in the Ducknado, their speed is halved.
18 to the Death Knight. She takes another 9.
9.
Okay. Yep. And the sheriff takes another 9.
All right, so Sheriff and the Hag are not undead.
So, all right.
And then for my bonus action, I would like to cast a 4th level spiritual weapon.
Behind him, give me advantage. I roll my elfin accuracy. I'm gonna.
Or you can choose any shape for it, right?
Yes.
You should choose a giant hammer with the dick of a donkey on the end of it.
No.
And that way, when you or you can make it a morning star, and you can use it to trip people because it's like floppy, like
No.
4th level
What?
donkey dick trip.
What would be the
Bull
name
rush, donkey dick.
what would be the name of a weapon that has a floppy donkey dick at the end of it?
Oh god, this is gonna be great.
Roll through your attacks, Rachel.
Okay.
Assbringer.
I'm gonna cast this spiritual weapon on the I guess on the hag. So I'm flanking with the spiritual weapon. I have to actually
I wasn't trying to call
roll
you
it.
out. I just
No, I know.
Adri has the 1-2 punch system.
It's true.
Oh, if you knock people out with it, it could be called the Phallicanazzer.
28 to hit.
That hits.
14 force damage.
Oh, damn. The only bright side is if you kill her, I can put 1 book down.
Quick, let's make it easier on the DM. Target her.
They-
I want to make sure that I am within melee with at least one
Oh.
of these guys.
You said 14, right?
Yes,
Okay.
14
She's
force.
still here. All right.
the name of the sword is Excaliburo.
Excalibur.
Excalibur.
And then to the Death Knight that's not Lucian.
One who fired the orb.
Yeah. to see if he looks, Adri's gonna call out Azrael.
He turns his head.
I knew it. Okay,
Who? Who turned?
Azrael. The Death Knight. The second Death Knight that's not Lucian.
What a punk ass. Azrael isn't real. Azrael, just a punky bitch.
All right. And after that, Lucian. He looks over.
Make sure to use your Lucian after you get out of the shower. Otherwise, your skin will get all dry. Oh my God. By the way, I hate lotion. I hate it so bad. I hate it. I know everyone's like, oh, it's moisturizing. I can't get my skin to feel normal after I put lotion on. I do it very irregularly. And when I do, because like I have dry skin or something, I'll put it on and I instantly regret it. I'm like, I wish my skin were still dry. It's true. If I could just be biscuit mode all day, I would. Crispy, flaky crust on a D's.
You don't like your hand to look like an uncooked piece of chicken drumstick?
Man, look, I have old person hands because everything I do requires a lot of like manual shit, like manual dexterity. And so like my hands, I had a gay friend in high school who told me my hands looked like they came off of some old sheriff or something. They look like they're like 70-year-old man hands. And I'm like, fuck you.
You've been working on the automotive line for the last 45 years.
I literally, I don't know. I don't want to like give it too much credit as a shit talk because it wasn't that great as a shit talk. But I literally was sensitive about it for like a year after that. But I thought my hands just looked too old for me, and I used to keep them in my pockets. Like that's a real thing that happened to me in my life.
Wow.
I was ashamed of my wrinkled hands,
of your old man hands.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah. True story, because like I saw that Futurama episode with Fry where he gets his hands replaced with the devil's hand.
With the devil's hand, yeah.
And I was like, lucky.
All right. Lucian's gonna look over and cast Dispel Magic on Adri. He's doing it at level 3 because he doesn't know what you cast it at.
Okay.
So he has to roll a spell check against it because you cast it at level 6, which means he has to beat a 16 with his spellcasting modifier to dispel your. And that is a 15.
Yes.
Wah, wah, wah.
He's like,
that's a great name, Nate. How did I not think about that? That's excellent. The Bro
Sheriff.
Hammer. It's the Bro Hammer. Sorry.
okay.
I love Glamdring. You didn't have to send me a link to what Glamdring is. You
Well, I just
that.
wanted to make sure that.
No.
Well, I just figured
I
that
know
you got the word
Glamdring better than you
glamdong.
do, and I have theories about what type of enchantment is on that weapon. You don't have to come at me with that shit.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
The faux hammer.
Uh,
Yeah. Found
just-
in a cache of weapons that was originally brought to kill the Goblin King. I know what's up under the mountain, bro.
I just
under the
figured if I
mountain.
just type the word glamdong in without any context,
I would have known exactly what you were
Okay.
talking about.
All right.
Yeah. No, I mean just generally if it's that fucking universe, you can just kind of just let fly. Just saying.
So,
Lord of the Rings, by the way, if you weren't aware. Technically the Hobbit, and he wields it through Lord of the Rings, but whatever. We'll get back to the game now. I'm sorry.
all good. Lucian, Sheriff, drop the spell or I will. You are not my master. Turns back and he looks at Rain. Then he raises up his sword with 2 hands, the great sword.
Mm-hmm.
First attack, 18.
Well, let's see. Defensive duelist, when you're wielding a finesse weapon with which you're proficient, another creature hits you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to add 5 to your AC, which will take my AC to 20, which means he can suck it.
All right.
That's first attack though.
That's my reaction.
Yeah.
Second attack, 24.
That's worse, but I stopped one of them.
Third attack,
Does the AC last through the entire turn or just for that attack?
For that attack.
and the second attack is another 24.
Okay, so he hit me 2
Or
out of
thir-
3 times.
Yeah.
Is
So-
the sheriff within 5 feet of Adri?
Probably.
Yes, because
Yes.
well, yes, because you got between them and the
Mhm.
other one.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will be using my sentinel.
Okay.
Let's see. Do I want to use a spell or just a regular attack?
Is this after the first one or the second one or third?
I doubt my single attack is going to kill him, so I don't know if that matters. But if it does matter, then it'll be after the first one.
All right.
Well, he didn't hit me with the first one. Does that make a difference?
It's just makes an attack.
Gotcha.
When a
And he is
creature
active. Go for
Yeah.
it.
When a
No.
creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you can use your action to make a melee weapon attack, which is Sentinel, but then with Warcaster, I can use a spell instead of a melee weapon attack.
Woo! 8th
So
level fireball. Do it.
I don't have that.
That would be
Damn.
terrible with our positioning. Right now. I'd be the only one left.
Yeah, nuke it all from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Oh God, don't say that. Don't say that nowadays, please.
Right. I'll do a melee attack because if I do a spell, it's going to be at disadvantage.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
you're in range.
Am I flanking with rain?
Yeah, he came up on the backside.
Ha! Giggity.
Ayo.
That's okay. I'm smiting a rain twice.
24 to hit.
That just clears his AC.
Oh.
Do you need to know what is
Oh.
do you need to know what's radiant?
No.
For Death Knight?
No, for the sheriff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Ray's like,
It's all right.
fuck.
It's all right. I got this.
No, I'm more scared what happens when you guys get what the fuck's on this guy.
24.
All right. Okay, 24?
Mhm.
All right, cool. Okay.
Man, I keep thinking about my paladin in Baldur's Gate because I keep wanting to add smite to this damage.
Mhm. So the first part of the attack, or I'll do the first one. He is going to smite at a level 3.
Oh, he has smite.
So, okay, we got 10 plus 8 is 18 plus 8 is 26 on the first hit.
To me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The second one. Oh, I'm sorry. Add 6 to that.
6 more.
Yeah, on top of the.
Uh,
So
I'd rather
Okay, so-
not.
I know. So that's 3.
I know.
And then you have one more attack to resolve against me, correct?
Yeah. So that's 3 plus 5. Damn, he's rolling low on this one.
Good.
Plus 7. Okay, 3 plus 5 is 8. Plus 7 is 15. Plus 6 is 21. And that would be the 2 attacks. And he is down those 2 spell slots.
Man, I'm glad that I got one of those off the books. Holy shit.
Also, David, his speed is 0 for the rest of his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He has no plan to go anywhere except just pound Rain as a nail into the ground.
Hmm.
Oh, and since it's his turn, doesn't he activate your Spirit Guardians?
Yes.
And that is a 13. So full damage.
This is the what's it called, right?
The sheriff.
24 radiant.
Okay. Damn. All right.
and he cannot leave.
Oh no no.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he only has 20-foot movement already as it is because of how heavy that fucking armor is. All right. Okay, no, that was him. Okay, and Brendan's dead, so the white. I'm gonna roll one. You guys good if I roll one attack roll for 6 on the one side, one for the 6 on the other?
Yeah.
All right. That is a 14 from the first 6. We're gonna aim 2 at each of you. 14 doesn't hit Adri for sure.
No.
14 is the attack roll.
Yes.
That doesn't hit me even if I.
All right.
Yeah. I'm
Fuck.
winning.
Balls.
14 hits you.
No, I did a test thing and I rolled a nat 20.
What? Deece, the 14's
God.
under your AC, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
God
So,
damn it. I was
6
looking at
arrows.
that and I was like, no.
6 arrows come from the one side of the 6 whites. Completely miss you. Adri's dink off her armor. Rain's dink off his, and then Kavir just kind of like ducks and waves back and. Or Kavir, yeah. I thought I said Deece for a second. The other side.
That's fine. We're the same person.
That missed. I'm not even.
We're
that,
exactly the same.
That was a 13, so that was lower than the last one. So if that one didn't hit, the other ones definitely didn't hit. So the whites all miss.
Nice.
And we are back to off to the west side, where the side of the ruins are, where the vampires spawn are creeping in. You see an extreme bright light, almost sun style, light off from that area. And 6 voices scream.
Someone casting
Eat
daylight?
sunlight, dicks! You hear from Nick shouting from the.
That is not the appropriate verbal component of casting daylight.
No, that's a little flare.
But damn it, it should be.
He took my turn. That's what I'm doing on my turn.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's whatever. I mean, I'm glad that it worked out for him, but
Because where you guys are about, if you look at the map, you guys are up maybe 30 feet off the side, where the whites and or not the whites and the trolls, but the vamps and trolls are down on the sides where the doors are on either side. You see you hear the explosion of the other side. A fireball rakes out from the other side. Trees, trolls, smelling of burnt flesh from the other side.
And I was gonna be upset if my spirit guardians got canceled because I cast that at a really high level.
I know you did. I know. I was like, because I had Brendan set up to counter, and I was like, yeah, no, I specifically switched his warlock spells to counter and Misty Step.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
hey,
and then you guys wasted Brendan before that came out, and I was like, well, the shit, there went my counter spell. The hag doesn't fucking have it. So I was like, Lucian's not gonna rush into fucking spirit guardians to hit somebody.
mm-hmm.
So, and he has no love for the others. He'll fucking hellfire orb all of you just to drop the spell.
you know what? The best part about kind of knowing how to cook is, I can just tell you, that on break, where the same amount of time it takes a person to, like, say, use the restroom or get a drink, I literally went into the kitchen and put together some herbal butter, some like compound butter, and then heated up some rolls. So now I'm over here eating yeast rolls with herbal butter. And let me tell you, best
really
D&D snack ever. You know, some people like walnuts, some people like candies. I like a good compound butter yeast roll.
That sounds good right now.
You think I'm kidding? Let me just show you. Hold on.
Sorry about that.
All good, dude. Deece is gonna send us food porn.
Just chilling. Oh my god, so good.
Oh,
Was it just bread and
The
garlic
Or-
yeast
butter?
rolls that I had left over, and I was like, I need a D&D snack. And I'm like, I think I'll have some compound fucking honey and garlic butter. Mm.
I went into the kitchen and cut we had Vietnamese food tonight.
Mhm.
And so I got 2 pork banh mi sandwiches and ate one, put the other one in the refrigerator, and then just went in there and cut in half and downed half of that.
Right
So
on.
good.
So I hadn't eaten
Oh.
much today. I had some cookies earlier.
Hmm.
In a Lunchable. All right, whose turn was it?
we
Back
are
to the top of the order, right?
we're back to the top of the order, so it's you two.
All right.
After you, sir.
It's unfortunate that to activate this is a standard action. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to activate the string. Kind of use my finger to flick it and say the command word like Rotasha or whatever the magic word is. And
All right.
the string will ignite and create 15 feet of sunlight around me. Yeah, 15-foot sunlight radius when ignited. Yeah, and it does 2d8 radiant damage on top of the poison. Holy poisonings. That's what you're all getting. Hope cap mushroom poisons. All right. And for my other action, where are you two positioned? Nate, I think you're probably in a not want to be there position.
Well, I was between the sheriff and Brendan until I offed that motherfucker. So as I'm looking at it right now, I believe I am adjacent to the sheriff and potentially Lucian, maybe.
Lucian's about 10 feet off. No, not Lucian.
Azrael.
Azrael's 10 feet off you
Okay.
on the horse.
And Lucian's on basically the other side. So
He's a bit further back.
okay, but so I effectively only have one target adjacent.
The- Yeah, the dust cag's probably 5 feet off of you.
Okay.
Adri's between both,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and she has spiritual weapon on the other side of one of them. I believe the hag.
The hag. Yeah.
The hag.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep my bonus action readied. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Nate.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. I have a finesse weapon equipped. I don't need advantage on my sneak attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it, which I believe Adri is from the sheriff.
Mhm.
Okay, so I will get my sneak attack this time around. So let's go ahead and attempt to do I want to do that? No, I do not. Okay. So here comes first attack with Tempest Sky. That is a 27 versus AC. I do believe that will hit.
That hits.
I do not like that too, so I will go ahead and use reroll damage on that. That is a much better roll. So 13 points of piercing damage for the first attack.
Okay.
Plus 3 points of lightning damage. Plus 13 points of sneak attack damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then here comes the second attack. That is a 21 versus AC. I bet that misses, doesn't it?
That does miss.
Well,
You get a help action because I readied that action just for you.
okay, so I get to roll that again. That is a 26 versus AC.
That
Hey,
hits.
buddy.
That is 13 more points of piercing damage. And then as a bonus
Does-
action,
I'm sorry, does help action work for attacks? I thought that was
Does.
just ability checks.
I have it right here. Bonus action.
Hmm.
You can use the help action as a bonus action when you use the help action to aid an ally in attacking a creature. The target of that attack can be within 30 feet of you if you can see or hear you.
Can
Master
you
of
use your
Tactics.
bonus action during Rain's turn?
It says Master of Tactics. You can use the help action as a bonus action when you use the help action to
Right.
aid an ally in attacking a creature. The
Mhm.
target of that attack can be within 30 feet.
Right. My
So-
question is
He-
if you're capable of using a bonus action right now.
he readied
He
it.
readied a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
So the only way I could use it is to wait for someone to miss,
to,
right?
to miss, right?
Or do I have to help action ahead of time? Let's do that now if we can. Rachel's neck hurts, so she's trying to catch me fucking up. That's how she does this.
Okay.
And I literally just was like,
No, I
apologize
just
to her
I
in our
I
private
genuinely
message, but by all means,
I
Comment me.
want to learn how this works because I don't play this class, so I'm just trying to learn how this works.
the Master of Tactics effect lets me use it as a bonus action. The help action that I use as a bonus action to help someone in attacking, I had readied, but if you'd prefer, I can start applying it before. You know what I mean? Like just pick a person and offer it to them whenever they need it.
I'm okay you readying it.
Yeah.
As long as you ready it during your turn. I'm okay with that because
That shows implied use.
yeah, it's not like Bardic
But-
Inspiration where you just tap them and or
Yeah.
say, "Hey, good job, champ," and
If we want to use
Um,
it that way, I'm fine with doing it, but just I'll use it from that way from now on.
so
It's up to you.
I'm as long as you ready it during your turn, that's fine. You don't
Okay.
have to say, "Okay, the help action goes to." No, I'm gonna. No, I'm devil's advocating my head because I mean, there's only
Yeah,
two of your
smart.
allies in this, so
So, but the
it's
thing
easier to pay
is that
attention to two allies. If you had like an army, like around you in a full like siege, then it would be I think the situation would be a little different where your attention wouldn't be able to focus.
Yeah.
Then you would have to more designate. But with just two allies, I don't see an issue readying the action, keeping an eye on both of them.
plus they're both in front of me, so it's not like there's a huge
Yeah.
difference. They're both within 30 feet, so
Yeah, that's fine.
so the way I justify using Master of Tactics was the way that I intended to use it when we started playing. Which is just to kind of position myself in combat while talking to people, giving them the help action
Mhm.
as like my function in combat, because I thought we would have too many people in combat. Turns out we had a lot fewer players than I expected, so then I had to start
Yeah.
doing combat. So
Mhm.
generally, bonus action for me is for sneak attack or for steady aim on this guy. But in this particular instance, I had to activate something, so I had it left over. When it comes up, it's good to know. As long as there's only like two people, that's fine to use it that way. Okay.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
both had to be within 30 feet, and I had to ready the action. So
All right. So the end result of that is that he took 13 points of damage on that second attack.
Mm-hmm.
And then as my bonus action, I will use my second wind, which will give me a D10 plus 8 back in health. I rolled a 3 like a schmuck, so that's 11 points back on my second wind.
That's okay. I'll stray it back from you.
I'm sure you will. Extra attack is done. I re-rolled that. That's good. Sneak attack taken care of. I have my reaction still this round because it's a new round. I am done.
All right. Rolling a save for Azrael. Failed the save. Full damage, please.
271.
19 force damage or radiant damage.
Okay.
That was close.
Hold on, 19. Okay. Okay.
Also, D-Walk, I don't think anyone is in range of the 15 feet of direct sunlight, but if they do, just keep in mind that that's sort of around my area.
Understood. Making a note. The only ones on the field as of right now that you know that would affect would have been the vamp spawn,
vampires.
which, yeah, that just got one of them's in gaseous form floating away and not in range, and the other one
Hey,
just got a healthy dose to the face.
There was only one turn since we knocked down Homeboy. It took one
Mhm.
turn for him to convert into the mist, and then on the next turn is when I activated the light. So would he be immediately
Yes.
dead?
No, because you're 15. You backed up. You were at 15 feet originally,
I have
and then you
15
backed.
feet radius, so it
No,
should
that's what
be
I'm saying. You backed up off your original 15 feet. Remember? You said you
right.
stepped back.
But
So
is it out? My point is he on the ground there? Because he moves half speed while he's in fog, right? Or only 10 feet a second or something like that.
hold on.
So I was just curious
Yeah. Let me check.
because I would like to obliterate him from the face of the realm if possible. And
Ah,
if I have to take a 5-foot step in order to get him in that murder circle, I'm happy to do it. I got a cutting action disengage just to walk up, eviscerate him, and then walk back, and then I'll fire my shot. You know, you tell me what I got to do to kill that guy, and I'll make it happen. Rachel's neck is all messed up, and you want to know why?
Sorry.
You want to know why? Because her head snapped so quickly when she heard me say "help action"
No.
out of order. She just went
That's
snap.
not-
Ah! Oh, you know what? Karma, bitch.
No. I
Yeah,
just
that's why
slept.
her neck hurts.
No, it's because I slept funny.
Didn't sleep funny. She stayed up all night thinking about how to get me this game. I'll wait for him to be in a moment where he activates something, and then I'll jump on it.
No.
Get him. I'll get him.
so when he drops the 0 points outside the resting place, the vampire is transformed into a cloud of mist. So he would have transformed when he died, hitting 0
No,
points.
the following turn after dying. It has to. He doesn't immediately do it. His body falls and then slowly turns into mist, right? So it would take until the beginning of his next turn for him to be mist.
Hold on. As the shape changer feat or trait, he drops to 0 hit points outside of the resting place. When he drops to 0, he transforms into a cloud of mist instead of falling unconscious.
Oh, okay. So it just does it directly.
Yeah.
What's his
It
move
says
speed
here,
in the mist?
his move speed is
Dog shit.
in mist form 20 feet fly.
Okay.
So his turn hasn't come up this round yet.
Mhm.
So he is still in gaseous form in that area.
Okay. I need to get me a sunlight flashlight, like a Canon. Why hasn't anyone done that? Holy shit! Like an artificer with a big like solar array on their back and a fucking cannon that just channels the ambient light into a beam.
Name
Oh
it
my God.
Bulbasaur.
Dragon
Oh.
Heist Adri's next invention.
That shit is awesome sounding. Yeah, and you get the little you can create a little foot pump for the trap, the vacuum trap that we have, and you can just step on it real fast.
Holy shit, he went there.
Yeah, you made a proton pack and a trap, but vampires only.
Are you going to move forward with the daylight spell? Come here.
Sorry, Nate just messaged me the jism prism. It just shoots like a fucking beat.
Before we go off your guys' completely move off your guys' turn,
Sorry.
I mean he's already taken the damage from this thing, but are you wanting to move forward with your sunlight enough to bring
No, I
in the
can't
mist
because
form?
I don't have the double bonus action.
Okay.
Because I used the bonus action to give him the benefit to hit, so it'd be
Okay.
I couldn't do it.
Okay. All good. Okay, so Azrael took the hit from the damage. And now Azrael moves his horse. Oh shit.
Did Azrael already make his wisdom save?
No, he failed it. He took the full damage,
Oh,
remember?
okay. That's okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I just realized that you just killed his horse.
Oh.
Probably the first round, but I forgot about the horse, and you didn't exclude the horse from your fucking spell, so.
I did not. I very
That's-
briefly thought about asking if these are living horses or undead horses, but
That's the name of the episode, by the way, and the horse you rolled in on.
Yes!
I think we used that for a
Oh,
different.
have you? Oh.
Yeah, we used that
Oh.
for a Dragon Heist episode.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
All right. So he walks over from his dead horse and grips his sword in both hands, his long sword in both hands, and
He
takes
didn't have to
swings.
dismount off of his horse.
His horse died.
Yeah, but he
It-
was on top of it. Did he take fall damage?
No.
Oh, damn.
Did he slip? His horse just collapsed onto its knees gently.
Uh,
and took one step off
No.
of it.
Was it so it was half his movement to stand up from his dead horse, and then he's
His foot was in the stirrup.
half-
Did that go under the horse?
he's
Can we get a
snap speed.
percentage die?
Well, he's
Ewok,
in-
tell me about how hard the horse hit the ground. It didn't buck or freak out when it died. It just faced its death like a fucking like a noble soldier in World War II.
It
bowed,
immediately
set up a prayer to
underwent.
the Lord.
I just
With-
remembered she killed the damn horse. Hold on.
It immediately underwent rigor mortis, and he was just able to casually dismount from the horse.
the horse burst into a cloud of ephemeris material and just
No.
fizzled into the sky
hor-
like My Little Pony. Oh,
He rolled a
God.
19 on his animal handling going down as the horse died.
Oh.
There.
Yeah, okay.
A horse is a horse unless a corpse.
That's a good title too. Mr. Dead.
All right.
My arm hurts so bad.
Oh my god, my neck hurts so bad.
I put her in a full Nelson. That's why she's. I was like,
No.
"Ugh."
Then instead of attacking with his movement being from getting up from the horse and everything, he also tries to cast Dispel Magic on.
Dude, it's
So
very
that
rude.
is
On who?
On
Dispel Magic on her
Oh, okay.
tornado.
Yeah.
So. And that is a 6. He does not make it.
No,
Boy,
that's
that duck NATO is like flock you.
Rachel, every time she takes a step forward, she's like, "Meet the flockers." Oh my God, that's stupid. I apologize for saying that.
We're getting punch drunk.
Yeah, just don't make me punch anything. My arm is dead. Dude, I drew for 18 hours and then laid on my arm
Ooh,
and fell asleep on it, and I was asleep for 7 hours.
that doesn't sound
Yeah.
good.
And Rachel, ugh, she's
What?
like,
Heck.
"I'm not gonna let people feel sympathy for your arm.
No.
My neck hurts, and that's more visible."
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. A 14 misses Adri.
What is this?
The hag.
Did she make her wisdom saving throw?
Oh. 19. Yes.
He did.
Okay, so halved would be 11 radiant damage.
Okay. And I wish I had that 19 on her attack. Yeah, second attack missed too. She got a 14. So she tried to nightmare touch you twice and both of them failed. So sad. Adri's turn.
Okay. Bonus action spiritual weapon. I will attack the hag. Spiritual weapon got a 29 to hit. Yeah, 29 to hit. I assume
That hits.
Okay. 13 force damage.
Okay.
And then I will attack the hag with my sword. So I get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage.
23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Advantage.
All right.
Take damage.
Some of this is radiant. Do you need me to differentiate?
Not with the hag.
24 damage.
She's dead.
Let's see. Do I have both of the dead knights in my Ducknado?
Nope, just one.
Can I move to get both of them in it
You
without?
would, but you would trigger the sheriff's reaction.
Nope. She could hug the corner of him and roll around to the other side, right? Without provoking. 15 feet means
That
7.5
wouldn't
feet.
bring Lucian into it.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought the Death Knight we were talking about was Lucian, right?
No.
Oh, it's
She
the
has
other one.
Azrael in.
Okay.
Lucian, she'd have to go closer, or to get Lucian, she'd have to go up closer to Lucian. I'm sorry. To get Lucian, she'd have to go up closer to Azrael to bring in
Gotcha.
Lucian.
And that would provoke off of the sheriff. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay.
All
Then
right, my bad.
I will stay where I'm at.
All right.
Can I do a quick like I just want to look at Kavir and Rain to see how injured they are?
Sure. You can roll an insight on both of them to see how they're feeling.
Okay. I'll roll an insight.
You could just look back and you could be. I'm just bobbing my head like boop boop boop.
Yeah.
boop.
Kavir has the earth scorched around him, and he's just sitting there with his pipe like
Okay.
child's play. Rain, on the other hand, that's a different story.
Yeah, I've gotten the shit knocked out of me by a sheriff
Yeah.
with a two-handed sword.
We should call this episode Rainfall.
Hey, don't not yet. Damn it. Too early.
Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism. We really appreciate you coming in and listening. We also really appreciate all the people who support our Patreon. By supporting the Patreon, you're going to get behind the scene, uncut clips that you'll get to see sort of like maybe the tissue behind some of the edited, cleaned up content. And you'll get that whenever we have a big block of it to drop, as well as any updates or any information behind the scenes stuff that we think the Patreons would like to know. So if you'd like to support our Patreon and help us continue making the high quality, high octane podcast that you've come to expect, go ahead to patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Thank you. And as usual, the invoice is in the mail.
Poor Brendan.
Uh,
The last thing
Yeah.
he sees is Adrian's face.
oh,
Although I guess he's missed right now, so we don't have a vampire vacuum.
no. I didn't know which way you guys are going to go with the Victor thing. I'd figure I'd throw a tough choice in there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, he better still, show show up. He has to visit
Yeah.
for holidays.
yeah, I was going back and forth on that all week.
Yeah. I think it's a cool kind of wrinkle to us. And also it sort of gives Nick and Relena more like opportunity to kind of be involved in
Mm-hmm.
the story. Because I know that we focus on Victor a lot because he's sort of like our original.
Yeah, he
original
has been
kid.
for so long.
Yeah.
So, the fucked up shit's going to be writing how those two react to the whole thing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I alluded to something that somebody else taught him, that blood birth.
Oh.
Morning Caden mentioned that part when he was talking to you guys about it.
Mhm.
But no, the reason the other future Victor was able to come back still was because in that the way that reality went, you all died. So he did go back through the mirror.
Mhm.
He hadn't known he hadn't known Adri had come back yet.
Mhm.
He just showed up and she was dead.
Right.
So his thing was to get out of the devil's contract and then find a way to gain power to bring them all back again.
Mhm.
Which is where he went back down Lichdom
Ah.
after Relena hit his book.